me, slow it. I ain't finna stop.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thank you for joining us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know, a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season, and I think really what it boils down to, this is another great opportunity to have your players play in live.
One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. There's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And now the punting unit will come on. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
Slot receiver, headed right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
The second down throw is incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Whoa. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Up the middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Off balance throw, it's complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So a field goal apiece here in that 1st quarter. 3-all is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
No problem there on the extra point, and the visitors take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will power his way into the end zone. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the visitors move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Yeah! And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. That's going to be intercepted. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point is up and through. And his guys will cut the deficit down to 4. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is caught down that right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This a 46-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good.
Personal foul.
And the visitors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
That penalty is declined.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now, for the point after. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These 2 teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Roster spots are going to be won or lost depending on these next 2 quarters. So let's get back to it, as I'll hand it back over to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here. for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. This one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he will go all the way. Now, the extra point. His kick is good. And the visitors will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And a short pickup there to about the 36. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 17.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The ball carried by number 22.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
12 more yards from him there and another 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now a stretch play, running right. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll get this out wide. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the visitors are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there, and that will be a first down. Now a run, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. That is intercepted. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So second down, and they'll run it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Here's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Here comes second down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on third and short. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now, faking the give. To the right side here, pass is caught. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's second and 3 to go. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll come up to third and 3. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And that final throw here is intercepted. And the visitors are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for our visitors as they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting that second win here in Week 2. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.